Hey, it's James here from GoodGuitarist.com, and today I want to show you a couple things that you can do that'll make bar chords much easier to play. I'm going to show you a shape that you could play literally the first day that you ever pick up a guitar that is very closely related to the bar chord shape. And a lot of people overlook this. They think that it's just some simple rock and roll thing, but the truth is when you play the power chord, you're actually doing like 75% of the bar chord in terms of the positioning of your hand and how it feels. And then on top of that, I'm going to show you a little trick that I developed with my students that's really helped them to get the rest of the bar chord shape. And when you put those two things together, you're basically playing a bar chord. Now, before we get started, if you're really serious about moving forward with guitar, I have a course called Bar Chords Made Easy that'll show you the exact steps to take from where you're at now to the point where chords aren't an issue. Today's lesson is basically a small bit of that course. So as you're learning here with me today during this YouTube lesson, if you find that it works for you, I do encourage you to check it out. I'll put a link in the corner for that and down below, and we'll talk more about it later. So the first thing I want to teach you is the power chord. It's a 2-finger shape. We're going to put our index finger on, let's do the 5th fret of the thickest string, and then I'm going to put my ring finger on the 7th fret of the next string. So it's 2 frets higher. That's all you got to remember, is that there's 1 fret of space between your finger. One of them's on the thickest string and one of them's on the next string. And sometimes when I show people this, it's tough for them to get it because their hand is still in the same sort of position as when you're playing regular chords, right? So they're like, oh, I can't reach that. I can't. So what you got to do is you got to get your thumb low. You have to get your thumb between them, kind of on that empty fret between them, you know? So my thumb is like right behind there and it's a bit lower. My elbow's in, my shoulder's back, maybe tip the guitar up. You know, you really got to get the posture right. That's what stops people from learning bar chords. So we might as well learn that stuff while we're doing like a 2-finger shape. That's not going to kill you like a, you know, the whole bar chord would, right? And what's really cool about this shape is that you can move it around the fretboard. That's ultimately the power of all these shapes. Bar chords, power chords. They're what we would call movable shapes. So we can move it around the fretboard, play in any key with it. And what's extra special about the power chord is it's not major or minor. So if it says G major, you know, like a G major chord, you play that power chord. If it says G minor, it's still going to be the exact same power chord. And that allows us to learn the fretboard and do everything. You know, the best way to practice these also has this bonus side effect of teaching you how to navigate the fretboard. So it's a win-win-win. All you have to do is pick a song that you already know, and then you play it with power chords. So let's say you're an absolute beginner and you just learned Tennessee Whiskey, which is G major and then A minor. Well, you find G on the thickest string, that's the 3rd fret. Tennessee Whiskey, and then A at the 5th fret. And maybe you're a bit beyond that, your song has 4 or 5 chords, just do the same thing. Ultimately though, I recommend having access to some kind of diagram that has just the notes on the 2 thickest strings. You know, a lot of the time, people are going to show you all the notes on the whole fretboard. And in my opinion, that's one of the worst diagrams that you could look at because it's overwhelming and you don't really need to learn all those notes. You know, our brains aren't computers. You can't just put in that diagram. You're better off memorizing it little by little, just learning the notes that you need, and they're going to be on the bottom 2 strings, right? Like, let's say you know how to play Heroes by David Bowie. That uses G, E minor, C, D, and A minor. So D is at the 10th fret when you check the diagram. Then G is at the 3rd fret. C, that's at the 8th fret. You know, and you just kind of go through it. Like dolphins can swim, though nothing will keep us together. And I'll be honest, there are people who have literally made their careers doing this exact thing and going no further than that. But I promised you that I would show you 2 things that are going to help you improve your bar chords. So the second thing is this little trick I do where we ignore our index and we just focus on our other 3 fingers. The reason why we do this is because our index finger does the bar. When we're making bar chord shapes, its job is pretty straightforward. It's difficult, but it's straightforward. And your other 3 fingers are the ones actually making the shape. But when we're playing open chords, your index is involved in like practically all of them. So we have to get used to ignoring it. And what I like to do is really simple. I'm just going to pretend that my index finger is broken. Maybe you're working on something like you're building a shed in the backyard and you just pow, you get your index finger with the hammer, you got a little cast on it and you're desperate to play guitar. So you're going to learn to use your other 3 fingers to play the basic chord shapes. And I don't want to get too carried away. We could play all the basic chord shapes with our other 3 fingers, but truth be told, I want to show you the most useful ones, because when you're learning bar chords, the most useful ones are the F shape, B minor shape. Those are the first 2 that you're going to come across, C sharp minor or whatever. Those are all the same shape as B minor. And F lets you play G flat, B flat, whatever, right? It's all one shape. It's a movable shape. That's why these things are so awesome, right? So I'm going to play the F chord. Take a look at these 3 fingers. Do those look like a chord that you already know? Because to me, they look like the E major chord, right? So I'm going to practice the E major chord, and then I'm going to go to the A minor chord using those 3 fingers. Because the A minor chord, that's the one that we move up to make B minor and so on. And I don't want to turn this into a theory lesson, but I do have some resources that you can check out. A page on my site with a bunch of bar chord lessons. And we just switch between E major and A minor. You could also do the C chord. That's a pretty cool bar chord. The C-based bar chord. G is kind of, it's less common than the other ones, but it's up there. You could do it with D minor. With A major, you do it with a bar. That's actually one of the trickiest ones, but people use that all the time because it's so good. You just play your A chord with 1 finger and just move it up. But, let's not put the cart before the horse, right? At this point, just do the simple ones, E major and A minor. Anyways, here's your homework. I want you to practice 2 things. First, I want you to look at songs that you already know and figure out how to play them using power chords. There's a sheet on my website that'll show you all that. It's free. I'll put it down below. And I also want you to practice those same songs, but pretending that your index finger is broken, and then doing them with your other 3 fingers. Keep it simple though, don't do crazy songs with like 100 chords, 2, 3, 4 chord songs, tops. And once you get really good at those 2 things, when it comes time to learning bar chords, you're going to be 95% of the way there. Now, to get the rest of the way there, I have a page on my website that'll show you all of my bar chord tips. And this is completely free. There's a bunch of videos that'll show you all the things that'll help you with that. But if you want a surefire path, I have put not only what I put into my YouTube videos, but a ton more into this course called Bar Chords Made Easy that'll show you the exact path from where you are now. Even if you're somebody who can barely play some basic chord shapes, it'll take you from where you are now to where you want to be, to somebody who can play bar chords, 7th chords, anything that you would think is a tricky chord to play. And we'll show you just how easy it can be if you approach it the right way, just like we did in this lesson. I'll put a link to that in the corner as well if you're interested. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed this lesson. If you enjoy learning guitar with me, please remember to hit the subscribe button, like the video, leave a comment. Whether you have a question about this lesson or even if you just want to say hi, that's a really good way to help support the channel, and I'd really appreciate it. Otherwise, have a fun time practicing, and I'll see you soon.